My poor dears. My poor little angels. My sweet, precious little 3killabytes. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. You see, guys, 3killabytes said one of the reasons why they won't debate me is because I came at them wrong. And I hope they can forgive me for that. Was I supposed to take you three ladies to dinner before I had my way with you? I don't think so. That's not how I roll. You guys are merely afraid. Just admit it. Just admit that you cannot hold your own in a debate. A real debate, Mike. You know, Mike, you say I came at you wrong? You're the one that made the first foul ball here, buddy. What you did was you invited people to debate in the comments area.
Debate.
Because you like to debate.
For anyone who comments on our videos, you know that I like to have battles with people. When people say something that I don't like, I just...
epic battles. It's like, Mike someone.
I just can't let things go. I have problems.
But what you did was delete comments that owned you. Black Bond, Hollow, The Loose Goose, and Hummaster Flex all had comments deleted from your comments area of your PC debate video. And you can't deny it. There's no need to lie. We know it. We've seen it. I have 4 witnesses that had their comments deleted. You can't deny that. So we already tried it your way. What you need to do is, if you have any balls, come out of your little tiny little safety zone where you control what people say and have a real debate. Don't you ever go on another video saying you like to debate.
For anyone who comments on our videos, you know that I like to have battles with people.
When you have been invited to a real debate and you pussied out. Don't ever let me see that. Everyone that watches your videos is going to see this. And they know you guys are cowards. If you guys think I'm a moron, a fanboy, etc., aren't those type of people easy to own? So why don't you do it? Debate me. Instead, your friend, the Review Tech USA, is going to fight for your honor. And that's not going to go too well for him Thursday. That'll be a fun debate as well. I was in their Ustream last night. Oh, yesterday. Not last night, but yesterday. Or the day before, or whatever. I stay up late all the time. And my times get all messed up. But, yeah, one of the reasons why they won't debate me is because I came at them wrong. It was my fault. Even though we know the truth. Another reason that Jay gave was because, oh, he wants his views. Even though I can get views no matter, what video I put up. And he just wants to, get more money. Well, in the Ustream, I told Jay, I was in the Ustream, I typed it up, said, I won't put ads in the video. So I won't make a cent from the debate. How's that? Will you debate me now? Still didn't want to. Just ridiculous. What a bunch of cowards. I told Mike over Twitter, I'm disappointed in you, Mike. You said you like to debate, but won't even accept my challenge. Why not? He replies, I'm also disappointed in you as well. I love to debate. If you ask me personally instead of manipulating my video, Mike, in your new video, I want you to explain how I manipulated your video. What you're saying is, I twisted your words to mean something else. So please explain that to me. I would really love to see that. And continuing, he says, I would have done it, but you blew it. I'm moving on and won't talk about the subject until our next debate video. Whenever that may be. And just to let you know, if you guys do make a new video on PC gaming, I will be there. And I will stomp your credibility even further into the mud. And I reply, very wise decision, Mike. Run away and hide your misinformation and ignorance. And your points in your PM were horrid. He sent me a private message over YouTube. We'll go over that in a second. And I also said, yes, it's best that you not talk about the subject. Learn something about it first, Kay. You know you'd fail at a debate. Poor Mikey. And this is his private message. Now, this was a hilarity. You guys get a load of this. Mike responded with some points. He says, number one, consoles last longer without updating, meaning longer lifespans. What do you mean by updating, Mike? Do you mean like, hardware upgrades? Or do you mean like firmware upgrades? Because gaming consoles receive upgrades like every month or every other month. You always have a new firmware update, no matter how small it is. You gotta have it if you want to play your freaking game. Or do you mean hardware updates? Like in the PC, how some people have to update their graphics card or RAM and etc. Well, Mike, let me ask you something. How many friggin' types of 360s are there? How many different chipsets has the 360 been through? Isn't that an update to the hardware? Sure, they play the same games, but they update the hardware regardless, Mike. Why is that? Because the hardware sucked. Explain to me how going through the Zephyr chip, Jasper chip, Falcon chip is not an update. Lifespans, eh? Or how about the PS3? Tons and tons of hardware changes have come into the PS3. They took out USB ports. They took out flash drives from the front. They took out a lot of stuff. Is that not a downgrade? That's a change to the hardware. So I guess that's a short lifespan. Or how about the peripherals? Not the peripherals, the accessories. Tell me, Mike, if you want to get on Wi-Fi on your old 360s, what do you have to do? Buy a piece of hardware. If you wanted to play HD DVDs, whenever those were out, guess what you had to do? Buy a piece of hardware. If you bought a 20 gigabyte 360 and wanted to upgrade to a bigger hard drive, 120 gigabytes, 250 gigabytes, guess what you had to do? Buy a piece of hardware. Are you okay up there, Mike? Is this not registering with you? If you're going to send me more points through private message, please properly think them out first. Because every time you say something stupid, it just makes me just worry about you, Mike. Tell me, Mike, Xbox 360S. If you want a reliable piece of hardware, guess what you have to do? After you've been through the core, arcade, elites, and pros, you finally get a 360 that's reliable. If you want reliability, guess what you got to do? Buy another piece of hardware. An update to the hardware. According to you, that's a short lifespan. You make this too easy, my boy. You really do. Oh, by the way, if you bought a Xbox 360S model with the 4 gigabyte hard drive and you wanted to play Halo Reach online co-op on the campaign, you couldn't do that, could you? Unless you had a bigger hard drive. So guess what you had to do? You had to buy a piece of hardware, a bigger hard drive. I'm not sure they patched it out or not. I really haven't heard any news about it, about the fix. But it's still ridiculous. So yes, Mike, if you still believe consoles have a longer lifespan because they don't update the hardware, you can go ahead. We already know how stupid of an idea that is. Point number 2, you said, developers are going multi-platform, so no need for the average person to buy a PC anymore. Examples? You do realize there's franchises that were on PC, now on consoles, and there's franchises that were on consoles and now on PC. And there's franchises that have always been shared on each one. There's franchises that used to be only on PS3, now on 360. There's franchises that were only on 360, now on PS3. There's franchises being put over from the Wii over to the PS3. What's the point, Mike? It's happening all over all the platforms. What is your point? Please explain that to me. Maybe I'm just not getting it, what you're trying to say. Explain that to me in your next debate video. Point number 3. He says, I said in the video, you can hook up a controller to a PC. And he says in parentheses, you didn't show that part.
Now, when the N64 came out in that generation, I still understand why people played PC. But now, this generation, we got the HD TV. No excuse. You get to sit on your couch, you have the controller. Third-party hardware to get the controller.
Better.
Mike, what you said is you have to buy a third-party piece of hardware to do that. You don't have to. What's stopping me from herp derp? Derpity derp derp. Herp derp. Derp. I guess this is a third-party piece of hardware, huh? I didn't buy this. I have like 3 of these. When you buy a lot of consoles and when you have a lot of parts to your PC, these things just come with this stuff. Like, I got this extension that just came with something I bought. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. You don't need to buy a third-party piece of hardware, Mike. I mean, for goodness sake, if you have a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse, you can easily just sync that to your freaking 360 controller. Or if you have a Bluetooth mouse or a Bluetooth keyboard, just sync that to your PS3 controller. It's easy. Don't be ignorant, because it doesn't help you. You said, I played StarCraft, but we didn't review it. So you played a game that your channel didn't review, and it was the 3killabytes Game of the Year nominees and winners and etc. And a game you didn't even show your viewers is going to get an honorable mention. It still doesn't make sense, Mike.
Transferring from PC to console.
The games
Get
of
with
the
the
year
times,
are
boys.
becoming
Get
console.
with the times.
And let me just say it, we're going to have a game of the year for 3KB, and none of them, the nominees, are going to be PC-only games. Honorable mention, StarCraft 2, but it's not game of the year material, I'm sorry.
I said in the video that PCs are better. This is point number 5. He said, I didn't show that part. Where did you say that, Mike? There was a part in particular, but it sounded very sarcastic. And what you were referring to were the graphics.
What if I just say it doesn't matter, it's still going to look better, and yes, I'll spend the money and upgrade. Yes, I understand it looks better on a PC if you have the up-to-date equipment. Oh, okay, so it's better. It's better. All third-party hardware to get the controller, device that goes to the TV. It's better. Now listen here.
But hey, I could be wrong. Show that to me in your video and explain it to me in detail, please. And then number 6, he says, we will continue to debate this topic and state our opinions in our videos. I will also explain your concerns in detail. Thank you very much for the shout out. Enter-Mike. Mike, I don't think you're going to make another PC video. I highly doubt it. Because if you do, it's just going to be more crap coming out of your mouth, Mike. You have diarrhea of the mouth. Whether it comes out, poop. Watery poop. And you accept that. You love that. You and your 2 little friends. My poor children. Also, Mike, another comment that you made on your PC video. You're referring to your friend's $3,000 PC. At first you passed it off saying, you know, inferring that he has his $3,000 upgraded PC to play StarCraft 2. And, you know, $3,000 PC, we all know that's crap. Okay, no one spends that much just for a gaming PC. It's obvious they're doing something like, oh, I don't know, special effects, particle rendering, video editing, all that kind of stuff. And later on, you got called out on it, and you said, well, yeah, he does video editing and special effects and all that. So it's just like, you seem to not have really any points, Mike. So please, if you really have some decent points, put them in a new video, and I would love to see them. I really would. And I will address them, because I know that you are unintelligent when it comes to PC gaming. Even your own darn consoles. You're a joke, Mike. I hereby decree that 3killabytes, Mike, Jay, and Kat are cowards. All three of them have no balls, and they are unintelligent and ignorant, moronic, and stupid gamers.
Debate.
Anyway, that's all I have to say about 3killabytes. This is my response to their responses. I just hope you guys man up and admit your mistakes. That's how this all can end. Just make the video. Yes, we don't know anything about PC gaming. Yes, our video was full of misinformation. Yes, we shouldn't have done what we did. Yes, Black was the critic owned us. That's all you have to say. And this will all go away.
I used to be a PC gamer. I feel your pain.
Anyway, I'll be waiting for your response. Oh dear. Could be waiting a very long time. Probably longer than the console lifespan.